Big news for Apple Watch fans. Series 11 is on the horizon, and while it may not bring a complete design overhaul, some exciting upgrades are in store. If you've been wondering what Apple has planned for its next generation smartwatch, stick around because these changes might just make you want to upgrade. One of the biggest rumored changes is the display. Apple is reportedly moving away from OLED and switching to microLED for the Apple Watch Series 11. This might sound like just another screen upgrade, but microLED has some serious advantages. It offers sharper visuals, better contrast, and increased brightness, making it easier to read your watch outdoors in direct sunlight. More importantly, microLED is more power efficient, meaning it could help improve battery life. While we're not expecting a massive jump, don't count on going multiple days without charging. Every little improvement helps. Even if it gives users an extra hour or two of usage per charge, that's still a win for everyday convenience. Apple Watches have evolved into powerful health tracking tools, and the Series 11 is expected to push things even further. One of the most notable changes could be the return of the blood oxygen sensor, which Apple had to disable in certain regions due to legal disputes. If the leaks are accurate, Apple has redesigned the sensor to bypass those issues, meaning users will once again be able to monitor their oxygen levels. But the real game changer is the potential addition of a blood pressure sensor. This could be a huge deal for people who need to track their blood pressure regularly, whether for medical reasons or general wellness. Imagine getting real-time blood pressure readings straight from your wrist, without needing to use a bulky external cuff. Unfortunately, there's no news yet about a long-awaited blood glucose sensor, which many were hoping to see in this year's model. It seems Apple is still working on perfecting that technology, so it may not arrive until a future release. Another interesting rumor is that Apple might finally redesign the way watch bands attach to the device. Since the first Apple Watch launched back in 2015, the band mechanism has remained unchanged. However, leaks suggest that Apple is working on a new attachment system that could allow for smart bands. These bands could include additional sensors, extended battery life, or even new interactive features. Imagine a band with built-in health sensors that work in tandem with the watch to provide even more detailed fitness and wellness tracking. Or a band with a small battery pack that gives your watch a bit of extra power throughout the day. There's even speculation about the possibility of a camera being integrated into a band, which would be a fascinating new direction for the Apple Watch. If these rumors turn out to be true, this could open up an entirely new world of customization and functionality for Apple Watch users. As for the release date, Apple tends to stick to a predictable schedule when launching new products. If history repeats itself, we can expect the Series 11 to be announced in September, alongside the iPhone 17 lineup. Pre-orders will likely open shortly after the announcement, with the official release following about a week or two later. If you're planning to upgrade, you'll probably be able to get your hands on the new Apple Watch by mid to late September. In terms of pricing, the Series 11 is expected to start at the same price point as its predecessor. The smaller GPS model of the Series 10 was priced at $399, while the larger model came in at $429. If Apple keeps things consistent, the Series 11 should follow the same pricing structure. However, external factors like inflation, tariffs, or increased production costs could lead to a slight price hike. If you live outside the US, be prepared for potential fluctuations in pricing due to currency exchange rates and regional import fees. With all these potential upgrades, the big question remains, is the Apple Watch Series 11 worth the upgrade? If you're using an older model, especially one from a few generations back, the improvements in display technology, battery efficiency, and health tracking could make it a compelling buy. However, if you already own the Series 10, the changes might not be significant enough to justify upgrading right away. Either way, it's exciting to see Apple continue pushing the boundaries of what a smartwatch can do. So, what are your thoughts? Are these updates enough to make you upgrade, or are you holding out for an even bigger leap in the future? Let me know in the comments. Until then, peace out.